The Legend of the Golden Mountain, a tale from Bero. Far above the roaring oceans, at a staggering height of 5,000 feet, there lies a city few have heard of, Bero. Shrouded in mist and cold winds, the air here is so thin that even breathing feels like a quiet battle. Yet, nearly 50,000 souls call this harsh, mystical place their home. Bero's people have learned to live with the mountain's moods, the shifting weather, and the deep silence that surrounds their stone houses. But there is one tale that every child in Bero grows up hearing, the legend of the Golden Mountain. To the north of the city stands a towering mountain with a face carved by nature itself. From afar, the rocky outline looks unmistakably like the sleeping face of a woman, serene, sorrowful, and timeless. It is said that this mountain holds unimaginable riches. Veins of pure gold run through its heart. However, the people believe the mountain is not just stone and ore. It is alive, carrying the spirit of an ancient woman who once protected Bero. Out of respect, or perhaps out of fear, women were forbidden from entering the Golden Mountain. Only men could climb its treacherous slopes and retrieve the gold. If a woman dared to set foot there, it was whispered, the spirit's sorrow would turn into wrath, and the mountain would swallow them whole. Generations of miners braved the mountain's heights, returning with just enough gold to keep Bero alive, but never enough to anger the sleeping spirit. One year, however, the city faced a terrible famine. Crops withered, snowstorms raged longer than ever, and the gold brought back was too little to buy food from distant lands. Hunger gnawed at every door. Among the starving was a young woman named Lira. She was not just brave, she was desperate. Her younger brothers were sick, her mother lay weak, and her father had died years ago in the mines. Watching her family slowly fade away, she made a decision that defied generations of fear. She would climb the Golden Mountain. Under the cover of night, wrapped in thick furs, Lira made her way through the frozen woods toward the mountain. Her breaths came in short gasps as the oxygen thinned. Snow and ice cracked beneath her feet. At the mountain's foot, she hesitated. The face of the stone woman loomed above her, almost weeping. Lira placed her hand gently on the stone and whispered, "Forgive me, I seek not to steal but to save." As she climbed higher, something strange happened. The path that was once treacherous seemed to clear before her. The icy winds softened, and the stones glittered as if guiding her. At last, deep inside a cave that gleamed like a world of stars, she found a vein of gold thicker than any ever seen. But as she touched it, the ground trembled slightly. Fear flooded her heart. Had she angered the spirit? Then she heard it, a soft voice like the echo of the wind. "True need is not theft. Take what your heart requires and go in peace." Tears filled Lyra's eyes. She gathered only a small handful of gold and descended as fast as her frozen legs could carry her. When she returned to Bero, her gold saved the city. Merchants from across the seas came with food and medicine. Her family healed, and life returned to the gray streets. For the first time in Bero's long history, the elders gathered and changed the ancient law. No longer would they forbid women from climbing the Golden Mountain. They realized that the spirit was not a guardian of gold. She was a guardian of justice and compassion. And so the mountain continued to watch over Bero, silent and patient. But now she smiled. Moral of the story: true respect is not blind obedience to tradition, but understanding the heart behind it. Courage guided by compassion can change even the oldest of beliefs.